Ja? Och sen då? Baby? Yeah. Hi, I'm in a closet. This time the closet is my daughter's closet. She's growing out of yet another size, which means I need to remove and introduce new things in the right size. I also need to put some of her old stuff that she's now grown out of onto marketplace, or you know, an equivalent to that, so we can have some more space in here because it is getting tight again. Du får en massa saker. Yeah. She has a lot of cute stuff that we have been using quite a lot, but we won't keep for the next baby, and all of that needs to go now. So there are some things still in the currently using pile that do fit, because we've been 74-80 now for a while. This one fit her in June, so I don't think that's gonna fit anymore. I also have quite a good memory, you know, regarding what was too tight on her last time we tried, because I've had this period now of, you know, wearing things the last time, just so we get one last wear out of them before we have to put them away. She's now growing out of size 74 and into 80. So she's getting to be a big girl. It feels so weird that she's already this big, because I feel like, you know, we had her yesterday. This one was quite big for the size that the number claims it to be. So this one is 74, but she can still wear it, I think, for a while. That one and that one are too tight. I'm gonna miss this one. This one with the little cars on it. But that's a great option for next baby, because, you know, you never know what you're gonna get. So part of my day will just be spent going through her closet. This one is also kind of big for a 74, so we'll keep that one around as well, which is also good because you haven't had time to wear that one much. And that one is 80. Do we really have two stripes? Yeah, we do. We have two of the same kind with the stripes. This one is 80, so that one is still good as well. This one is what I like to call eternity baby wear. This is size 68, but as I don't know if you can tell, but it is quite big. Now she's getting to growing out of it. So once she's reaching 80, 68 doesn't fit her anymore for this one. So she's used it, I think she's used this one since like New Year or something, and it's October. So that is very impressive. But yeah, we're left with only this stack of onesies, and if you know anything about 1-year-olds, it's that you do need quite the stack of onesies and of, well, honestly, pretty much every single article of clothing, because everything gets dirty so fast. Sweaters and shirts, I don't think we need to really do any changes, because we didn't have any in really like 74, except this one, I think. No, this one's 68. This one definitely has too short sleeves for you to wear anymore. So we started using like 80 already like a while back. This one also says it's 70, but look at the size of this. This one is not 70. There's no way. But the sweaters that we have been using now have been mostly like inherited stuff from when we were kids, and I think it's so cute that there's, first of all, that they're still around and that they're still like wearable, they're usable still. Very impressive. But then again, in the 90s, things were built to last in a completely different way as opposed to now. So it's not that weird that they're still good to use. Those are still good. These ones I think are too small by now. I'm also gonna miss these. They had little koalas underneath. So yeah, a lot of the things we are gonna save for the next baby. But there are also a lot of stuff that we're gonna choose to get rid of and either donate or sell. Because while I think it's nice to have the same things for siblings at, you know, to a point, I also think each kid deserves their own stuff. Not just, you know, we inherited this from when I was a kid, now every single baby we have gets to wear it, or things that we, you know, get second hand, but it's for a specific baby. I think every baby, every kid deserves things that they're the only person to have worn, things that are just like they were bought specifically for that kid and nobody else. Because having only hand-me-downs is not a nice feeling, because you don't get to feel like a priority at that point. And I want my kids to know that they're always a priority. But we are largely this one is 62. Must have accidentally been left behind. Yeah. Like 50 cleanings ago. Yeah, so yeah, I always want my kids to feel like a priority, no matter what. This one I think we've only worn once, but it's such a summery. This one, I think we've only worn it once. It's still a good size, but it's so summery. I don't know if we're gonna wear it now because it's shorts. So I don't know. These are pajamas, I think 74.80. Then those get to stick around for a bit, and then this dress should also be 74.80. Then that also gets to stick around. This one I think is adorable. These little bunnies. Oh. Good lord, there's stuff in here. She has so many things. Which, you know, it's great that she has a lot of things. She has so much stuff. But also, she has so much stuff. Okay. There are several piles of things that we need to go through and add into her closet now that she's starting to become this big. I have a friend who let us inherit a lot of her daughter's old clothing because they're only they're planning on not having any more kids, so they're not gonna need them. Like, she had tried to put them for sale second hand, and then for some reason the stuff didn't get bought. And I don't get that because it was very, very, very cute stuff. This one is 80, like this one. This didn't get sold for some reason. I don't know if you can tell, but there's, well, in this light you cannot tell, but there's like a glittery little heart with gold specks on it. I thought it was adorable. For some reason it didn't get sold. So she just asked me to come raid the closet full of their like old clothes, because otherwise they're just gonna, you know, lay in there. So we just got to have so many pieces of clothing, which is so nice. I kind of miss, or well, you know, I didn't have kids at that time, but I feel like everyone you know, you don't really give stuff away anymore. You expect money for it, or you expect some kind of favor in return. And I know it didn't used to be like that, like when I was a kid, because we got a lot of stuff. Yes. Ja. Och sen då? Baby. Yeah. But nowadays you don't give things to pretty much anyone. These are 86, but they look short. Hur lång är du? How tall are you? Get over here. Okay, wait. They weren't that short. But I think we could actually start wearing these already, even though they were 86. She's weird with pants, or she's not weird. Not weird, but sometimes she can wear pants 2 sizes above her current size, and sometimes she needs pants that are like 2 sizes below. So it kind of depends on what the pants look like. If you have pants that are more focused on width, she can wear them earlier than she's supposed to because she's tall. And then if you have, you know, focused more on length, then no, wait, I don't know, I can't think straight about it. She wears the wrong size pants for what number she is supposedly supposed to be. Anyway, she had this period of where she didn't really gain any weight, and doctors were kind of worried. Well, not worried, but they were starting to be like, you know, she should really start getting weight soon, because if she doesn't, then we can start worrying. So it turns out that she didn't really, you know, stop gaining weight in the usual sense. She started moving so much and so early, and she was very developmentally ahead with movement, and then her stomach wasn't really big enough to kind of take in enough food to keep up with like the caloric expenses of her moving about so much. These are all swimwear. I'm gonna put them down here. So it was just that she was moving too much for the amount of food that she could possibly store in her body. So then when she got a little bit bigger and her tummy also grew, like her stomach, the organ grew, then suddenly everything was fine and she started gaining weight again. So, you know, if you have a baby that's very mobile early on and is not gaining a lot of weight, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You might just have to wait a little bit. That being said, of course, always listen to your doctors. If they say something is concerning, it's probably concerning. But you also, in the end, do know your baby best. Like, what doctors tell you is not the end all be all. This one looks really big. I don't know what size this is, but it is big. I don't think we're gonna start using this one yet. I personally lean very heavy on the trust doctors side of things, but also, like I said, I do know my baby best. I mean, she is my kid. I am going to make the decisions for her in the end, but I do tend to agree with doctors on, I was gonna say issues, but you know, questions around feeding and mobility and movement and most things. The only thing we've kind of deviated from when it comes to her, it's sugar. A lot of people are very, very concerned with sugar, especially right now, and if I'm being honest, I don't really understand why. I get that it's bad in excess, but I don't think like a little bit of sugar every now and then is gonna be bad in the long run. I believe in healthy balance. I think this one is still a little bit too big. Get over here. She's always bigger than I expect her to be. But yeah, I believe in healthy balance. I don't think you should pump your kids full of sugar, obviously, but I also don't think you should deprive them of it. Or I don't know, deprive is maybe the wrong word, but I don't think they should never be allowed to have it either. And it's also, you know, different. Sugar and sugar are different. Because, for example, lactose is a sugar. And there's lactose in milk, and there's lactose in yogurt. There's also a lot of sugar in fruit. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna give her fruit. Of course she's gonna get fruit. It's fruit. But I have been in, or I've read different discussions online where people have been irate about kids eating a lot of fruit because it's sugar. It's fruit. It's vitamins and minerals and fiber, you know, all the good things that your body needs you can find in fruit. Except maybe protein. There's very little protein in fruit. But other than that, I mean, come on, it's fruit. I was talking with my mother-in-law about this as well a few days ago, where we were discussing, you know, how child rearing has changed and what people, you know, people always have opinions and things like that. And I said that I've been criticized for, you know, some of the things she gets to do because I'm not keeping her safe enough. And it's things that I know she's capable of. So it's not like I'm letting her run around with scissors or a knife or anything. It's just things that other one-year-olds maybe don't get to do as much as she does. Easy, right? So I've been criticized for that and questioned. People have been like, oh, are you sure you should let her? And yes, I am sure, because I know what she can handle and she knows what she can handle. This is very small for 86. I think we're also going to start using this one. But the thing is, no matter what you do with your kid or for your kid, you're gonna get criticized. If you're sheltering them, you're sheltering them too much. If you're not sheltering them, no, you're not sheltering them enough. If they get to eat fruit, they get too much sugar, but if they don't get fruit, they don't get enough vitamins. There's so many things that you're able to get critiqued on as a parent. And it took me a while, but I was, after a little bit of work, able to just ignore people who were telling me, oh, you shouldn't let her do this, or you shouldn't let her do that, or we know better than you because, you know, we had kids back where we gave them knockout bottles and whiskey when they had a ache. So I started to kind of tune that out. And, you know, she's happy, she is healthy, she is ahead of the curve in pretty much every milestone except height and weight. So I think we're good. And if you're wondering about the height and weight, I'm 5'2". I think I'm 5'2". And then her dad is also below average height. So, you know, not being very big in the height and weight department it's genetic. It's not something we're worried about at all. So the only milestones that she's behind on for her age are things that she wouldn't be able to keep up with. Even if we fed her twice the amount of food, I don't think she would get any top. So it's just, I don't know, if you're a new parent, here's some genuine advice to you. You do know your baby best, and if you're getting critiqued on any of your choices, as long as what you're doing is safe for you and your baby, you know, just kind of tune it out. Because people love to give opinions on everything, and they're also gonna give you a lot of opinions on things they have no idea about. This one is too small. So yeah, for the most part, just tune out all the noise. You do know what you're doing. And of course, you know, when in doubt, ask your doctors. These are 80. We could start using these. Actually. Oh, they have these little dots. I don't know, can you see the dots? Yes, the non-slip things. I think we're gonna take these down from the rack now. We have a lot of things that are cute, but that we are not able to use yet for size, or that are simply too small now. Just hanging there, so I think I'm gonna move those and put them out of the way, because we do have a lot of stuff. This is 86, so that's not usable still. We also have this, it's super big, but she got it for her birthday. It's, yeah, 98 to 104, 3 to 4 years, the tag says. This, very big, this kind of bathrobe, that's adorable, that she got for her birthday, but it kind of feels kind of silly to have something for that far in the future. But still, we thought it was lovely, and when she can start using it, it's gonna be really good. What size are you then? This one, I don't know if we'll have time to use this, or this. It's both good and kind of difficult to have the first grandbaby from both sides, because you get so much stuff, but you also get so much stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that she has that we just won't be able to have the time to wear, simply because she is too small or too big. And then once she gets to that size, she will have gotten more stuff. She's also the first baby in, I think this one is still good. She's also the first baby in both of our groups of friends. And this one is slightly bigger. I think this one we'll be able to put away, because I don't think this one is gonna fit anymore. So she does get a lot of things from our friends as well, which, you know, we're super grateful for, but it does make it kind of difficult to have just the sheer time to wear everything before she grows out of stuff. This one was cute. I don't think it's gonna fit this winter. It had this little teddy bear on the front. But the arms are too short. The rest of the body is pretty good size for her right now, but I think the arms are too short. I just realized I have this huge bag here, huge suitcase, and I thought I had gone through all the new things, but then I realized all of her thicker sweaters are in that bag. So I'm gonna have to go through that as well and put it here, but I don't think I'm gonna include that in this video because it's already past 20 minutes. It's been so fast, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, so here we do have some sheets and stuff, so that's not clothing, but dresses and like full body outfits, pajamas, pants, more pants, long sleeve, short sleeve, long sleeve shirts, onesie. So that big pile in the back are the new ones, or the ones that are in the size that we're getting up to now. So now it's looking pretty well stocked again. We still need more pants. We always need more pants. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say goodbye for now and get sorted on the whole sweater situation that's in those bags. Oh, I don't know if you got anything out of this. It was very rambly, but I was recording today anyway, and then I realized this is a project that's gonna take quite some time, and it's gonna be very boring to just, you know, record snippets of it, so I just instead recorded pretty much nothing of what I did and just stood in front of the camera rambling instead. But maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. This is what being a stay-at-home mom is like. I babble to myself while I stand in closets sorting through things. It's like 90% of my day. She's so good with independent play. It's insane. She's just been sitting there, building the same puzzle while I did this. She's also ripped out a packet of swim diapers, but I'm gonna choose to ignore that and focus on the part that she's sitting there building a puzzle. I looked at her. Oh no. I got too quiet and I looked at her. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get cracking on the sweaters. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you got this far into my ramblings. It was fun to have you along. It made this process a bit more bearable, I think. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye! So I know I already did this once, but after I finished recording I realized there are 2 more places where we have extra clothing in like bigger sizes, so I went through those as well and added them. So I put in a lot of knitwear. A lot of knitwear. It's like this, and this were from the box with stuff that was too big, and then there's additional jackets, fleece, complete fleece set, some whole bodysuits that were also too big to start on, and then I had to reorganize the shelf because then it got full. So this pile is still like dresses and full body like suits sets. We found a few more, or I found a few more pajamas, outerwear pants, thicker pants, thinner pants, thicker pants for home, thinner pants for home, long sleeves for home, short sleeves, long sleeves for outings, so like a little nicer. Like I said, we have a lot of 90s stuff that is very retro, very nice to have, but it's not what would be considered cute, maybe by today's standards. And then this pile, this first one, is the only one that was already on the shelf. So this is like the OG pile. And then the 2 whole ones were added now that I went through the other boxes. So we are very well stocked for size 80, I would say. There's so much stuff in here. I don't know where I'm gonna get started on sorting out what we're gonna keep and what we're gonna sell. She has so many things, and you know it's good, but it's also it's so much.